Kia ora o tūtahi. My name is James Sexton and welcome to this week's episode of Canstaff Sport. Yesterday we went down to Timaru to the Backflips Dirtfarm to film the Canterbury ATV Association group. Kane McGrath, a racer, was kind enough to give us a ride. Let's see how his day went.
Racing. We on.
Can you explain where we're going and what we're doing?
Going to Pleasant Point, just by Timaru, outside of Timaru. We racing at the Backflips track. ATVs, we jumping. Yeah.
Perfect.
So once we get there, we'll sign in, and then we'll unload my bike. I've got a couple of things I need to do. The air filter, just because I didn't do it yesterday, so I'll sort that out. And then hopefully riders briefing straight after that. We'll be into racing.
Yeah, it all depends on the start really, I guess.
Right.
See how that goes.
Yeah.
If you get bad starts, it's going to be horrible because of the dust.
Right.
So hopefully,
Oh, of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully I get a good start. Hopefully.
I've got my fingers crossed for you.
Fingers crossed.
Night before a race. How do you sleep?
Normally pretty good. My thing is I'll wake up early. Well, I'll set my alarm. This morning I set my alarm for 5.
Yeah.
I was up at 4:30 and I was just pacing it.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah,
What time
that's
did
not
you go
great.
to bed last night?
About 12.
So we're running on about 4 hours of sleep here.
Yeah.
We're racing at 4 hours of sleep.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. When do you find out about the race dates?
When do we?
Yeah.
Normally a couple weeks before.
Okay, so like a month or?
Yeah. So at the start of the year, they have like a general plan of what they want to do.
Right.
So it's normally the same each year. Obviously with COVID this year, a lot of the dates have changed. But yeah, it's generally the same.
Okay. Because I was just thinking with in regards to how long they give you, like, do you use that time for training or like how much of that time do you dedicate to training if you train for an event like this?
Sort of the racing itself is the training, at least for me. I know some people take it a bit more seriously, like they'll train when they can, but like, I don't know. I'll use the racing as the training, like especially this event here, I'll probably use this as training for nationals. So you won't see me going out there to try and hurt myself today. I'll be just trying to get it right, get my setup right, get my bike the way I want it. Make sure that I'm comfortable, make sure I'm hitting the jumps the way I want to and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So what gets you in the zone before a race?
I don't know. I normally on the way here, like I'll be listening to music.
Okay.
I haven't today.
You don't have like a mantra, like you don't need like quiet space, trailer, zen out, meditate for a moment?
No.
Nothing like that?
No. Normally I'll have music. But
Music. What do you listen to?
bit of everything, eh?
Bit of everything.
Bit of everything.
Now I imagine, I don't know, but I imagine the
I'm up.
You're what?
I'm up.
You're up. Alright. Sorry. Good luck. Just hit pause.
Are you late? Maybe.
Yeah, sorry.
Legit, you can't see anything, eh?
Is that scary when you're driving like that?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's so sketchy. It's gonna get worse. It's just so dangerous. Like
Right.
when it's wet, it's a lot better.
What about like actually driving on the track, like does that would you prefer it to be dusty or a little bit muddier?
Definitely muddier. Muddy is like not like super muddy, just not like this.
Right.
Like you want like that small puddle that's out there. If the whole track was sort of like that, that's perfect.
Okay.
Just a little bit of moisture on top.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. So I've got to say, Taylor looks good with his sister's wheels on, of course, pretty peak.
We're just really worried about the dust.
But,
It's quite dangerous, so we're making a
does
decision
anyone
whether we
think that's
carry on or
raceable?
not, basically.
So Ian, thank you for having a chat with us. I was just wondering, from your point of view, could you just walk us through the events of today and why we've had to unfortunately call off the races?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, you know, rider safety is paramount in our sport, and just with the dust, unfortunately, we had an incident with the water cart last night, so we just didn't get the water on that we'd hoped. It's still not fixed today, so yeah, we've had to make the decision based on purely safety. And you know, as well as it's not really enjoyable when you can't see and you're having to slow down just because there's just no way you can see it. It takes the fun out of it, obviously, and it becomes not really a race. It's just a case of guy out front gets to see the track and no one else can, and the deeper in the pack you are, the harder it is. So yeah, just pretty much just a safety issue.
Sure. Cool. So what would just for someone who's not involved in the motorsports world, what is the water truck's purpose?
Yeah, pretty much just continue keeping the dust down. You know, obviously it's a track that's just straight onto the dirt, so every lap you're just tearing more of, you know, it's such a hard pack and just tearing fine dust off it. So obviously, yeah, getting several loads on it last night would have turned the clay pretty usable today and would have been, you know, quite traction filled, and you know, then you've just can race on it and actually see. So yeah, the water truck's just purely keeping the dust down.
Damn. So what's like the ideal track? Like would you like it to be like a little muddy?
Yeah, I mean, just, you know, like especially something like a hot day today and windy today, you really, when you turned up, ultimately you had to be pretty greasy and muddy for a start, and then it would have held probably for a round or two, and then your lunch break you'd stick another load right around the track and probably just about see through the day without too much dust. So traction wise, yeah, if you've got it where it's just that sort of tacky clay, you're getting heaps of traction, heaps of power down and stuff, whereas really out there today, you're just skating around on top because it's so slippery with the dust.
Sure. Can you sort of give me like a nice rounded explanation of your role in these events and leading up to these events and what they mean and what they're for, and just really let the people who aren't involved know a bit about them and yourself? Yeah,
well, I'm the president of the Canterbury ATV Association. It's a club that's been going since 1983, and I've sort of been involved since 1987. Yeah, just doing another stint as president, and so, you know, along with the committee, we're just you know, organising the South Island Champs. Nationals are in Labour weekend in 3 weekends time, so we've sort of got it down pat here with you know, the track being established for a few years now. We stuck it in, I think, 4 seasons ago, so we're running it, you know, every year. Unfortunately this year, normally a South Island's a not Labour weekend, Queen's birthday weekend, but with COVID it was put back, so we've taken this opportunity in theory to have a race close to the Nationals, because most of our tracks are flatter and not jump filled and stuff, so this is a good chance for all the riders to practice leading into Nationals, so hopefully we can take it to those North Islanders. So yeah, on the weekend, obviously, it's, you know, we've got a great committee that's done it, been around for a fair while. So yeah, I'm just one of the cogs in the machine that makes it work and stuff. So you know, my role on the day is not too hard. You know, I still get out there and get a ride in. So that's what it's about.
Sure, cool. Can you tell me about your role when you're on the track? Because I saw you riding around with the yellow flag earlier, and I was just curious what that role is.
Yeah, well, just because it was so dusty in those couple of races we tried to run, I just wanted to get to another flag marshal area where it's normally not a high crash area at all, you know, but just wanted to be able to roam around, because obviously if a rider goes down in the dusty conditions, you just don't have the same time to see it. So I just wanted to be sort of mobile here and get round in case there was an incident, which fortunate, you know, considering the conditions there wasn't, but you know, talking to the riders and stuff, they all felt safety wise and enjoyment and the fact that you could actually race properly with the guy in front, they said that really wasn't an option there, so it's really cool.
Yeah, Okay. If you have any sponsors that you'd like to mention, feel free to at the time. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, the event is the Bleaker Contracting Plant People South Island Motocross Champs, and without those loyal sponsors, the event couldn't have happened. So, yeah, those are the main people behind our event. So, and we've got some other loyal sponsors through our series, Fix Racing and Bates Joinery and Cox Family and stuff like that. So we're fortunate we do get help from a few people.
Okay. Cool. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Chatting with me. So, if you could have everyone know one key thing about motorsports, what would it be and why?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people from the outside don't think that it's their thing. I feel like it's anyone's thing,
Right.
So my thing would be encouraging anyone to try it.
Is it easy to get into?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Yeah.
How much would a standard bike be?
Standard one, probably, it sort of depends if you're buying second hand, who you're buying it from, what model, but nothing over 5k.
Okay.
But yeah, I would just encourage anyone and everyone to get into it. I mean, why not? It's fun.
We're gonna do something a little bit fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna be a quick fire round.
Tell me.
So I got 5 questions lined up for you, and you got 5 seconds to answer.
Oh god.
So, all right, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Why 4 wheels? Why not 2?
I find it more fun.
What's the worst crash you've ever had?
At this track, terrible accident. I used to get flashbacks from it. It was terrible. Awful.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Terrible. Scared the crap out of myself.
Damn.
Yeah.
Has your bike got a name? If not, name it.
No, but Bessie isn't right, but Bessie came to mind.
Betty came to mind. Betty?
Yeah, Betty, I guess.
Okay. Who do you look up to in the motorsports world?
Definitely our president, a couple of boys that I race with. They're onto it. They're really onto it.
Cool. Can you give a piece of advice that applies to both the motorsports world and in everyday life?
Work hard, play hard.
Do you need great people? Call Canstaff. With our contract staff, you get who you need, when you need them. It's your business with our people. Go to canstaff.co.nz or call 0800 11 2211.
I have got to tell you, I am still recovering from yesterday. Big day and big early wake up. 5 a.m, that's no bueno for this guy. I need about 10 a.m.s, normally my benchmark, but it's got to be done to bring you the content that you deserve. Hopefully those boys had a few good practice runs and they're feeling more confident for nationals. Oh man, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like, hit that follow on the Facebook page. Plenty more episodes to come. Thank you again, and we'll see you next week.